just
Yeah, so it was Passacaglia, then the jig, and I was like, what? And I turned the page and it's there, so I was just totally lost. Sorry.
I thought maybe it was missing a page.
No, I mean it was. That's what I thought at first. So I was like, I'll just improvise. I kind of know this, and I was like, maybe there is another page. And I
How
turned.
about you want to do that Courant?
Do we all have it?
Yeah. Terry has a fun part.
What am I looking for?
Okay, so back in that corner, we're looking for a purple banner.
I don't see a banner. I see lots of people.
Well, I don't think we're ready.
No, it's okay. I was confused too.
Well, I was trying to get your attention.
So what
but
are we
you
starting
ignored
with?
me.
Pomp, is it?
Good afternoon. I'm Alan Michaels, Dean of the Moritz College of Law, and it is my honor to welcome all of you to the college's hooding ceremony for the class of 2015. Class of 2015, you did it. On behalf of all my colleagues, let me utter the first of many congratulations. Congratulations. Well done. I say well done, and you have done well. You graduate as prepared for your career as any class we have ever sent forward. And it's been a privilege for us to play a role with your family and supporters who are here today in shaping you for your professional careers. A significant majority of you already know where you'll be starting those careers, and we know from the success of the class of 14 that all of you will soon be well launched and on your way. Now, your success has not been given to you. You have worked for it. You have earned it, and don't stop now. There's a job search for some and bar study for all. Let me repeat that, bar study for all. But you are on your way. You are now trained and able legal professionals. And I feel a special connection to this class and to the parents of this class. Because my own daughter just turned 25 this month. Now, I won't say that she freaked out a bit, but I will report that she said, "Dad, I'm 25. I'm supposed to be an adult now and all grown up." Well, yes and no. An adult for sure, and I pointed out how adult and successful she is. But all grown up, I don't know when that happens. Learning, changing, growing, these are lifelong tasks. And so for you in your professional careers, please recognize that you are about to embark on the first jobs of your careers. But those careers will change, learning and growth will be a part of them. So yes, you made it and you should be so proud. But the good news is this is just the beginning. And the talent and effort that have brought you to this point will continue to propel you forward. So use them. Now, for our ceremony, please stand for the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hi, everyone. I'm Matt Doney. I was the Student Bar Association president this past year. I thought about coming up and leading off with a joke, but I figured that addressing you all seriously in these robes is about as good an icebreaker as there is. Welcome, class of 2015, and thank you to the Hooding Committee, which is seated behind me, particularly Anne Rousseau, for all of the work that they put into making today's ceremony possible and successful. I also want to thank all of our family, friends, and loved ones who are here who have supported us for the past few years through all that law school has been. And to the class of 2015, I welcome all of you to this ceremony and all that it symbolizes. Time and again, our professors here at Moritz commented on the unique chemistry that our class had, and it was absolutely true. Some of you decided to marry one another per request. Jackson Frolicklong is now licensed to officiate weddings for other students. He is booked mid-August, but I'm sure he will do more. But truly, each and every one of us has made a ton of lifelong friends here, and I couldn't be more excited to go out into the world with such a talented and kind group of people. So welcome, everyone, and thanks, Mom and Dad, and I'll turn it over to Dean Michaels.
Would Luann Moritz Ransom and Jackson Frolicklong and Brooke Cardis please join me up on the stage? The late Michael Moritz believed that a law school education prepared all of you not only to represent your clients effectively, but also to lead in your workplace and in your community. So a portion of the extraordinary gift that Michael Moritz and his family bestowed on the college is designated to honor one law student each in the first, second, and third year JD class for demonstrating leadership outside of the classroom by involvement in university and college activities, student programs, and events. And so we have 3 students graduating today to recognize with this honor, one from your 1L year, one from your 2L year, and one from this year. And I'm so very pleased that Mike's wife, Luann Moritz Ransom, is here to help us present the awards. The student in your class who won the award your first year and is now graduating is Jackson Frolicklong. Last year, the Faculty Staff Committee selected Brooke Cardis to be the 2L winner of the Moritz Leadership Award. And it's now my pleasure to announce that the 3L winner of the Moritz Leadership Award, this year's 3L, is Sarah Pomeroy. Come on up, Sarah. Congratulations.
Hello, everyone. My name is Leanne Rousseau, and I am the chair of this year's Hooding Committee. It is my honor this year to present the winner of the Morgan E. Shipman Outstanding Faculty Award to Professor Ellen Deason. Professor Deason joined the Moritz faculty in 2003. Previously, she clerked for Justice Blackmun at the United States Supreme Court, practiced with Morrison and Forster in Washington, D.C., and taught at the University of Illinois College of Law. She is a recognized expert in arbitration. Prior to law school, she worked as a marine biologist and is widely published in scientific journals. Beyond her professional accomplishments, Professor Deason has been a wonderful influence on our class. Those of us who had her for civil procedure, mediation, or arbitration classes know her to be a phenomenal teacher who is truly invested in her students. Those of us that know her outside of the classroom see her as a caring, nurturing presence in the halls of Moritz. Her passion for teaching is evident to anyone who meets her. When Dean Smith and I told her that she had received this award, she was beyond overjoyed and said that this meant so much to her because teaching was what she truly cared about in her career. I cannot think of a more perfect recipient for the Morgan E. Shipman Outstanding Faculty Award. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Ellen Deason.
Thank you all so very much. This honor is incredibly meaningful to me. It's a wonderful thing to be part of an institution that values and supports the educational process so well, and I feel extremely privileged to be part of a faculty in the front rows here with so many excellent teachers. They set high standards, they generate enthusiasm for improving what we do in the classroom, and in this context, your recognition feels amazing. Thank you. But we, the faculty, are really only one side of the equation. It is your engagement in learning. It is seeing your efforts, your progress, and your achievements that sustain us and even inspire us. So thank you for this award, but thank you even more for participating in what we do in the learning process. The energy you bring is crucial. And in that regard, working with you, the JD, the LLM, and the MSL students of graduating in 2015 has been very satisfying and affirming. So what can I possibly say on this occasion? Some of you are probably hoping for as little as possible. Indeed, when I think back on the graduation speeches I've heard, it turns out that the ones I remember were the very long things I would regard as disasters. There was, for example, that former governor of Illinois who spoke to the law graduates at my former school for at least 1.5 hours. By the end, the babies in the audience were wailing, and we all felt the same distress. He was not one of the Illinois governors who went to jail, but I think some of us wished that he had. The problem, of course, is what I normally associate with standing at a podium like this is a full 75-minute class. And since none of you have your laptops, you will be unable to start fidgeting and packing them up to signal to me that it's time to look at the clock and end it. But I'll try to make these remarks far shorter and hence far less memorable than those of that governor. This hooding ceremony marks an important passage. The ritual of putting the hood on your shoulders, and by the way, I'm going to try to avoid choking any of you, although you tall folks out there will be a challenge. This ritual is a symbol of the achievement where you are now, but also of change. You are moving on to new stages in your life journeys, new jobs, new responsibilities, new colleagues and friends, continued hard work, yes, but probably no more case books. Some of you are moving to new cities. Several of you are getting married, one of you even tomorrow. These are significant transitions. So with a little hesitation, I'd like to share a personal story that I remembered when I was contemplating what to say today. The relevance is that it's about recognizing a milestone in life. The hesitation is because you are likely to conclude that I was a really weird little kid. But here goes. When I was 12, I had a sense that the world would never be the same again once I became a teenager. So the night before my 13th birthday, I marked the occasion by going out into the backyard and climbing up in a tree. And I sat there and tried to remember what life had been like so that I could carry those memories forward with me into my new existence. And I thought about what it would mean in the morning to wake up in the new skin of a teenager. Now that is all strange enough, perhaps, But what I haven't mentioned yet is that it was January. So the only thing I now remember about that experience is that it was very dark and very, very cold up in that tree. So I'm definitely not recommending this as a way to mark important passages in your life. But I'd like to draw on it from a message to you on this far more significant occasion that marks not just the passage of time and an arbitrary dividing point of years, but your very real achievements. I was, in my own weird way, doing the same three things I want to suggest are appropriate for you as you mark today's important moment. Those three things are remember, dedicate, and celebrate. First, I urge you to take a little time in the next few busy days to remember your time here at Moritz. Soon enough, most of you will need to remember what you've learned here as you take the bar. But that's not the type of remembering I mean, although I certainly hope you are able to do that. Rather, reflect on your experience. Hold the highlights in your mind and consolidate those memories. This experience is your foundation in law, and you will be building on it in the years to come. Of course, we can't ignore that part of your experience can surely be classified as adversity. I know some of you still have a vivid memory of first being called on in class to discuss a case. Long live International Shoe, right? And then it's hard to forget those long hours studying and the sheer joy of taking exams. And the building, freezing in the auditorium, roasting in the classrooms, that recent sewer backup. I'm sure each of you have your own favorite example. Some of you won't forget the electrical short that left half of room 347 without power for computers for months. That tops my own personal list. It even beats this spring's leak in the hall outside my office when the snow thawed on the roof. Now, I'm beginning to feel the dean glaring at my back for taking these admittedly cheap shots. But trust me, you'll see where I'm going. I feel that the adversity in all its forms needs to be acknowledged, for it is in part the hard work and the challenges of overcoming adversity that make your achievements feel so significant today. And I am confident that ultimately, your memories of adversity will transform into stories of your triumphs over that adversity. And what is more, I'm confident that you will find over time that your most meaningful memories will be not of adversity, but rather the friendships that you enjoyed in Lou's Cafe and the Dinsmore Commons and a multitude of other locales, of the intellectual stimulation of your classes and lunchtime presentations on important topics with pizza, and of your collaboration on projects in the lovely Public Interest Center, the journal suites, and the organization offices, of your sense of community as you played intramural sports, placed a bid at the PILF auction, danced at the barrister's ball, and attended the talent show. In short, your most important memories will be of your participation in the rich shared experience that is Moritz Law School at The Ohio State University. Second, I mentioned the word dedicate. After you look back to remember, I urge you to face forward with a spirit of dedication. Make this time of transition in your life an occasion to refresh and renew your goals for the future. Or, if perhaps your goals are still a little bit undefined, make it an occasion to simply commit yourself to creating opportunities and then doing the very best that you can with them. You'll need to anticipate an unknown and changing trajectory. Right now, you can see only to the horizon, and most of your path lies beyond it. You have trained for a profession that can provide, indeed demands, constant learning and growth. And that is, as the dean said earlier, a very good thing. It will help you adapt and find new paths along the way, There will be much hard work, but hopefully satisfaction in equal measure as well. One of the mottos of this law school is the importance of making a difference. The years ahead will bring you many chances to do just that. You will have a chance to play a role in sustaining the economy, in supporting innovation, in building new institutions, and improving old ones. You and your clients and society will be doing these things in the face of major challenges. Some we can identify now: climate change, globalization, security threats, and the perennial need for equal justice, to name a few. And other challenges will come with changes, bringing problems we can't even imagine at this point. Amidst this uncertainty, what you can count on, what you should count on, is that as lawyers and legally trained professionals, you will be in a position to provide leadership in facing these challenges. You have superb skills in persuasion, in clear communication, and in sheer reasoning ability that set you apart. Do not take these gifts for granted. You have worked hard to develop them, and they are important. At the same time, remember that these raw skills are not by themselves enough. You will need to exercise your lawyerly strengths in tandem with wisdom, with integrity, and with human compassion. I, for one, am both hopeful and confident that you will aspire to and achieve that goal of melding skill and remarkable character. If you can, the world will indeed be in good and capable hands. In short, you may not be a superhero, but you do have special powers. I hope you will realize that and step up to use those powers to make a difference in others' lives in ways both great and small. Third, and finally, I urge you to celebrate. Although on second thought, maybe some of you don't need particularly urging on that account. Seriously, as you move from being a student at Moritz into your new professional identity, it is time to celebrate everything that has gone into earning your degree, the promise of what is yet to come, and this grand moment of passage. Don't go climbing any trees, but find your own expression of celebration. I hope that as a part of it, you will pause to feel a sense of accomplishment, for you have achieved much, both individually and as a group. Appreciate and enjoy the present moment. Share it with your family and friends, both near and far, who are so proud and so happy for you. So, let's get on with the ceremony and the celebration. And in that spirit, I'm sure I speak on behalf of all the faculty as I convey our hearty congratulations and very best wishes. Stay in touch.
Good afternoon. I'm Gary Jenkins, Professor and Associate Dean. Today, we are honoring all of the members of the class of 2015 for their achievements, but at this point in the ceremony, we want to honor a few students for special achievements and contributions to the College of Law. In a moment, I will ask 5 students to come to the stage to receive special recognition for their leadership and service to the college over the past 3 years. But first, we will recognize a group of students for their outstanding academic performance in the classroom. So right now, I'd like to ask all of you to break out your programs and turn to page 18. And once you're there on page 18, you will find a list of students that represent the academic upper 25% of the class at the end of 5 of their 6 semesters. Now, the final composition of this list may change slightly after the final semester is included, but students in the final upper 25% of the class will be awarded their degrees cum laude, magna cum laude, or summa cum laude. The final upper 10% of the class will be eligible for election to the National Law Honorary Society Order of the Coif. At this time, will the students listed on page 18 please stand so that we can recognize your achievements. Thank you. Now I'm going to ask 5 students to come to the stage. These students have been nominated by faculty and staff for leadership and service contributions to the College of Law. The selection process was quite difficult this year because of the unprecedented number of nominations received. From all of those deserving nominees would Matthew Doney, Michelle Eiler, Jackson Frolicklawn, Leanne Rousseau, and Suzanne Van Horn. Please join us on stage. So I'm going to ask everyone to remain on stage until all the awards are presented, and then we'll take a group picture. The first award is the John J. Adams Memorial Award. This is the longest standing student award of the College of Law. It was established by the class of 1916 in memory of John J. Adams, former dean of the college. It is awarded to a student for leadership and significant contributions through law-related activities within the Moritz College of Law. This year's recipient is Jackson Frolicklawn. The Harry S. and Georgina Lett Memorial Award is a service award and is given to a student who has demonstrated excellence in service to the Moritz College of Law. This award is made possible through the Harry S. and Georgina Lett Memorial Award Fund, and this year is presented to Leanne Rousseau. The Dean's Special Award is given to a graduating student or students to honor outstanding leadership and contributions to the Moritz community. This year, 2 students are being honored with the Dean's Special Award, and those students are Matthew Doney and Michelle Eiler. The final award is the Robert M. Duncan Service Scholarship. The Duncan Scholarship is awarded to 1 student annually for outstanding service contributions to the college community. The award is named in honor of the late Robert M. Duncan, class of 1952, and a former justice on the Supreme Court of Ohio, United States District Court, and he was also general counsel of The Ohio State University. Judge Duncan's long career was marked by courage and excellence, which are the hallmarks of the recipients of the award named for him. And this year's winner is Suzanne Van Horn. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name's Maria Bruno, and I am honored to be the graduate speaker this year. I promise I won't speak for an hour and a half, and if I do, something has gone terribly wrong. So here we go. This is it. We're done with school. And we can't really appreciate how much we've grown and learned each year until we compare ourselves to the new 1Ls. Their fresh faces, punctuality, eagerness to learn, general youthful energy and optimism, compared to our seemingly permanent under-eye circles, resistance to attendance policies, and painful cynicism. We've really grown into ourselves and our identities as lawyers, as we've learned to turn even the most fun of adventures into opportunities to discuss legal theory. For example, okay, you promise you won't tell anyone what I did at Barrister's Ball? That's now a binding oral contract. Or, man, that water slide is a lawsuit waiting to happen. Or, hey, how enforceable do you think those intramural sports injury waivers are? Anyway. We even have the practical knowledge of assessing how much of a legal risk it is to drop a banana peel on the ground. Tip to you laymen, it depends on how brown the banana is. And no, that's not an inside joke. Judges wrote about that, and then we studied it. But law school, despite its reputation, has also enforced a lot of moral and ethical lessons in us. Some lessons seem obvious. Killing people is bad. So is stealing. Some more directed but equally obvious lessons were learned, such as also don't steal money from clients. Also don't help clients kill people. It turns out that being a lawyer still requires a basic ethical and moral code. Most importantly, though, we've learned that the dreaded conclusion to nearly every legal question is it depends. We, through a variety of class discussions and lunchtime panel events, have had a myriad of debates about morality and the right way to solve pressing legal issues. These conversations have inevitably had varied degrees of productivity and hostility. But the resulting sweeping lesson is this: regardless of the question, the answer is, it depends. Everything depends on a variety of other factors, and there is rarely, if ever, one simple, definitive right answer to a problem. While we may have had enough of those intricate hypotheticals and fact patterns designed to test every corner of one subject area, those tests will serve us well in life. Because as we venture out as lawyers, be it in the private or public sector, in Ohio or New York or China, we will be faced with complicated problems and tough decisions. We will be making decisions that implicate a lot of people. We're going to be real lawyers, and the scenarios we face will have real consequences. As lawyers, we will not only have to make judgment calls for others, but we will have to live with the consequences of those decisions. We, officially, are the next generation of leaders in the legal community. That's right. Even the people who spent most of the last 3 years embarrassing themselves at Lucky's. And your first thought upon realizing that might be the same as mine. We're doomed. But, jokes aside, I'm excited for the future. Because as I look at all of you, I can't help but appreciate what a truly exceptional group of talent our class really is. I see a group of open-minded, ethical people. Even those with whom I disagree on nearly everything, and let's be honest, you probably know who you are by now, it would be hard not to trust that your heart is in the right place and that you have noble intentions in your pursuit of justice and fairness. But I should also note that as I look out, I see a lot of really broke people. Seriously, we're so broke. So as we all transition from law students swimming in debt to judges, partners, and senators, I ask one thing of all of us. I ask that in 10, 20, 30 years, I see the same impeccable moral character that I see now. I ask that we do not let money or power pervert our interest in justness and fairness. Because we, as now law school graduates, have officially joined an incredibly privileged and powerful class. My parents were always quick to remind us growing up that everything we have is a privilege. So as we celebrate the fruits of our years of hard work, let's also appreciate how lucky we are. These 3 years, which seem to have simultaneously dragged on forever and flown by, have been a privilege. I am hopeful and confident that we will all fully appreciate the responsibility that comes with this opportunity. As lawyers, we must not just consider what we could get away with doing. We must consider what our ethical obligation requires us to do. Ethical commitment is easy in hypotheticals, but in practice, following our moral compasses will be challenging. It could require standing up to coworkers and sometimes even superiors. It could require taking a hit to finances or reputation. But classmates, I ask that we all choose to act ethically anyway. I ask that we all continue to hold ourselves to the high standards that we have cultivated here, regardless of who is watching us. Of course, first, the large majority of us must pass the bar. So let us all, after this day of celebration, crawl back into our study holes, emerging only for coffee, beer, and carbs covered in cheese. And may the odds be ever in your favor. Congratulations, everyone. It's been fun in a sick, twisted way going through this with all of you.
Good afternoon. Hi, my name is Flávia Rezende. I'm an LLM graduated from Brazil, and I received the honor to be the LLM representative to the SBA during the past academic year. And my fellow classmate, once again, gave me the responsibility to speak on their behalf, not only in front of faculty and staff, but to our friends and family. So thank you for giving me your trust. Wow, was it really just 1 year? I'm still trying to recover from finals. What a week, what a year. It was so short, and yet we did so much. If you don't believe me, I can prove. To start, we all moved from another country or another city, and that itself is already a big change, right? But one of us decided, hey, let's have a baby right before class. It's okay, she said. Another one came with her little girl that could barely talk, and now she's reading her mom's constitutional book. Amazing. Well, we did a lot. Some of us grow a mustache, others just didn't. We bought cars, we found a girlfriend or boyfriend, gained weight, lost weight, learned how to do what the JD calls outlines, although I'm still working on that. And except of our Russian LLM friend, we actually got the opportunity to experience a true winter and build our first snowman. As a law student, I really cannot affirm, but I do believe that we read approximately 5,000 pages, drank 100 gallons of coffee, and slept an average of 5 hours a week. That's still. And still, in the end, we actually received a master's degree from one of nationwide recognized law school. Congratulations, LLM class of 2015. You manage all the activities and classes basic on free pizza. So again, if you happen to be one of those that lost weight, you have one more thing to celebrate. Are you satisfied? No? Okay, how about the fact that we celebrate many birthdays, went to concert, musical, also attend many networking events, school programs like mentoring, went to bar review, visited a federal prison, the Ohio Supreme Court, saw a hockey game, a baseball game. We participated on student organization. We visited an Amish farm, participated in moot court competitions, brown bag sessions, met many lawyers and judges, city council, visited state house. We danced, we sang, and again we ate pizza. So who said that you can't have a social life in law school, huh? This year was really great to be in OSU. We won the National Football Championship. We watched all the games. We watch all the games. We still don't understand the rules, but go Buckeyes. So I hope you're convinced now, because I was getting tired. Okay. This year was a non-stop year. I mean, we actually had the spring break, but people used that time to catch up on reading and work on outlines. So was it really a break? I'm not sure. Plus spring, I'm still waiting for that. So now that I have the microphone, I want to take this advantage and ask for law students to do nothing for a whole 1 year. Take a real break. You ready? It's funny because they look so confused. They don't know what to do nothing is. So I proved to you that we did a lot, but nothing of those would be actually possible if we didn't have any support. And for that, I would like to say thank you to Dean Laura Fernandez that selected this amazing group with 17 different nationalities. She managed to take each one of us to feel welcome, and together with Esther and Jera, gave us directions to our goals and aspirations. So thank you. To our distinguished professor, always so present and helpful, Professor Lee, she was so patient. She was expecting nothing less than great memos from us. And also thank you for the weekly refreshments. Professor Ellen Bogan, that introduced us to common law, US famous cases, and also to the precedents. Professor Dressler shared our passion with criminal law. Professor Deason shared her experience. Professor Quigley, amazing, great stories, thank you. All the professors that shared the knowledge with us, thank you. You made us better lawyers. To JD friends and fellows, that even though their agenda was so busy, they still found time to volunteer to help us, to guide us through the cultural difference and in time of adaptations, and especially how to survive finals. Thank you. To our family and friends that always encourage us to pursue our dreams and never doubt it, even when we have our own. They are the foundation to who we are, and we love you. Thank you. To Moritz, that we brought diversity to Moritz, but Moritz brought diversity to us. Besides learning about the American way to study law, we met so many people. From Bogota to Loveland, from Turkey to El Paso, from China to Lima, from South Korea to La Romana, from France to Saudi Arabia, from India to North Carolina, from California to Thailand, from Nigeria to Florida, and so many others. Thank you for introducing us. And finally, thank you to my LLM friends. We share so many fears and victories. Yes, it was only a year, but that was enough. That was enough to create bonds that will last forever. We share many experiences that made us stronger. We cheer and support each other. And we are now, more than ever, prepared to face all the challenges ahead. Let's bring it on. And I am certain that if each one of us put the same work and dedication of last year in our future activities, the success will naturally follow. So this year, it's a door that opens to new opportunities in your life. So it's yours to take it. So my dear friends, you experienced 3 years of law school in 1 year, and you did it great. So congratulations, LLM class of 2015. You did it. Let's celebrate.
Good afternoon. I'm Monty Smith. I'm the Assistant Dean for Academic Affairs at the Moritz College of Law. Your programs indicated that Assistant Dean Laura Fernandez would be here at this time. I believe Assistant Dean Fernandez is here with her new baby, but I'm going to take her place today, and my appreciation for her has never been greater. The Moritz College of Law awards 3 degrees, a Master of Law, or LLM, to students who have previously earned law degrees in other countries and wish to study American law, a Master of the Study of Law, or MSL, for students who have earned degrees in other disciplines and wish to add an understanding of law to their portfolios, and the Juris Doctor degree. Today we will be awarding degrees in all 3 programs, and we will begin with candidates from the LLM program, followed by MSL candidates. At this time, I'll ask Mrs. Wiles to lead the LLM and MSL candidates to the stage for the awarding of their degrees. To the members of the audience, as we present degrees, I'm going to ask that you not hold your applause. It's been our pleasure to have these lawyers from other countries in our college for the past year, and as I read their names, I'll also name the countries from which they hail, and candidates, you may proceed. Munira Nasser Al-Mojel, Saudi Arabia. Jane Kelly Aparecito, Brazil. Javier Roman Arias Correa, Colombia. Diego Berezueta del Carpio, Peru. Aided Sabajo, Dominican Republic. Shweta Chabi, India. Zhen Chen, China. Agatha Sandra Igioma Eme, Nigeria. Eun-young Jang, South Korea. Emel Karaca, Turkey. Roman Kretov, Russia. Jinwen Li, China. Liun Lishun, China. Ma Yuan, China. Chiang Miao, China. Monica Lizette Morales Naida, Colombia. Bhavani Navanidan, India. Céline Récourt, France. Flavia Mendez Rezende, Brazil. Marcos Bernardo Rodriguez, Brazil. Shu Zhengwei, China. You're here. Chatporn Tangche, Thailand. Abhilasha Tungathurthi, India. Wang Chusha, China. Yao Xiao, China. Yuan Yu Yuan, China. Join me once more in congratulating the LLM graduates. From our MSL program, Benjamin M. Bebo. Andrea Nicole Geringer. The JD students may proceed to the stage. Eniatan Alede Jarnor. Jonathan D. Allen. Demetris J. Allen. Matthew R. Alman. Ina Obieta Avalon. Victoria Alexandra Bader. Christopher Ballard. Jose Bautista. Marissa Black. Ross W. Baumholt. Chanel Monet Bowden. Megan Michelle Brasher. I meant to have a brownie for you. And I forgot. Maria Bruno. How do you pronounce it? Jodzeka. Amabel Jodzeka Bunry. Bailey J. Butler. Got it. Kayla C. Callahan. I might have a blank mind for me. Brooke Cartus. Christopher C. Clark. Christopher P. Cannell. Erica L. Cook. Matthew Howard Kuhn. Justin T. Crawford. Andrew Paul Danielson. Omar A. De La Rosa. Corey Decker. Charles Demmer. Adam J. Doan. Catherine Dolman. Matthew E. Doney. Leah Teresa Eberly. Ryan Lewis Edmiston. Michelle N. Eiler. Alexandra Ellis. Carlene Emmons. Deborah A. Enck. Amy C. Factor. Madeline Fairbanks. Colin R. Flake. Kara Nicole Ford. Erica Noel Frank. Jonathan Edward France. Joshua J. Fravel. Rachel E. Friedman. Once again. J. Jackson Froliclong. Joe Buckley Gallagher. Joseph Wayne Gabolis. Matthew J. Gerline. Russell L. Gray. Jason Daniel Grow. Joey Gilkey. Talisa A. Gutierrez. Timothy B. Hackett. James Hafner, Jr. I have a ton of certificates here. Teresa Rose Hanna. Jared Hassan. Shafrin Emmanuel Hawkins. Christopher G. Hawley. Edward T. Hebb. Nicholas Horn. Zach Horton. Eli T. Humphreys. Thomas Irwin. Trevor Johnson. Brian F. Jordan. Lindsay M. Jump. Katie M. Callbacker. Jahan Karamali. Thank you. Brian W. Kelso. Lauren A. Kemp. Susan D. Kim. Meredith Thompson Kirby. Calland M. Klushar. Kelsey Elizabeth Krull. Christopher Larocco. Stephanie Michelle Lewis White. Jason Lubers. Lauren M. Madania. Tara Elizabeth Main. Delaney N. Marsco. Catherine Mascal. Michael Matthews. Caitlin McCaffrey. Scott Kenneth McCormick. Will McCoy. Caleb L. McHale. Matthew McIntyre. Ethan O. McNaughton. James Corwin Mee. Calder Christopher Molino. Aaron K. Miner. Jonathan Zachary Morris. David J. Mott. Brandon Scott Myers. Jessica Lynn Meisinger. Matt Navarre. Justin P. Nelson. Zachary Newman. Alvaro Ontiveros. Christina Marie Otero. Catherine Packer. Jay Pack. Adam Pandrangi. Michaela Renee Patton. Channing Pepper. Joseph D. Peruzzi. You have to wait while I put my hat right down. Sarah Catherine Pomeroy. Kurt Priest. Jacob Benjamin Puel. Tyler Poole. Raja Kadri. Ryan Spencer Ragland. Meghna M. Rao. Robin D. Reichenberger. Dylan Retker. Emily C. Rotella. Leanne Russo. Hallie C. Safran. Elizabeth Irene Sams. Jonathan Michael Scandling. Melissa Ann Schaub. Chadwick Schmidt. Kwesi Seabrook. Yaima Sigley. Tom Schaeferstein. Adam Sims. Nick Sincere. Jane Elizabeth Sartorius. Samuel Ryan Skuback. Adam Smith. Kyle A. Somerville. Heather L. Spangler. Janet R. Stewart. David Bigelow Stouffer. Stephen W. Swick. Allison Swift. Natasha Lynn Salazinski. Tomasz D. Tabor. James P. Talbert. Stephanie Taylor. Carrie E. Thiem. Andrew Michael Tishiner. Stephen John Umanya. Pekde Ong. Suzanne Van Horn. Justin Van Houten. Liliana Vasquez. Daniel A. Vernaccio. Daniela C. Vespoli. Jordan Elizabeth Watrous.
You're good at reading all those names. It's impressive.
Aaron J. Weisman. Taryn Alyssa Weiss. W. Hunter West. Christopher D. Wooster. Megan D. Woodall. Erin Elizabeth Woods. Joshua Yost. Kiara Young. Dongya Cho. Zach Swetch. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2015.
So congratulations, everyone. It is now my pleasure to present this year's class gift, which for everyone in the audience, the 3Ls, LLM students all contribute to a class gift, which everyone decide what they wanted it to go towards, and then we're presenting it towards the school. This year, the class of 2015 decided to donate our gift to the upkeep of Lou's Cafe. It needs some work. Lou's has been an essential part of our law school experience, whether it's used for meetings, lunches, a space to study, or a place for our musically gifted classmates to play the piano while we listen creepily from upstairs on the second floor. We hope that our gift will improve the space for future generations of Moritz students. And thanks to all of your contributions, we could probably do a whole renovation, or at the very least, replace the refrigerators with new models that aren't quite as toxic. This year, 76% of the class of 2015 donated, raising $4,875.15. Both numbers are new records, and as an extremely competitive person, I am very happy about that. Whether you donated to support losing the class, to qualify for the alumni football ticket lottery, or just to stop me from harassing you in the hallways, thank you for all of your support. I could not be prouder to be part of the class of 2015. Thank you.
I just have to follow up on that. Whatever the motive, 76% of the class contributing. That's a record. It shatters the previous record from last year, which was a new record. As Maria pointed out, you're broke, and yet all together you contributed to the college, and that is just so inspiring to those of us that you're leaving behind, and thank you and congratulations. It's now my pleasure to introduce the president-elect of the Moritz Alumni Association, Randy Ayers. Randy graduated from Moritz in 1988 and has remained a very close friend of the college since that time, including his current service as a member of our National Council. He's been recognized as one of America's leading business lawyers for many years, and he's currently the leader of the Labor and Employment Group at the Cincinnati law firm Keating, Muthing, and Kleekamp. He's here today to welcome you, the newest group of graduates, to the ranks of Moritz alumni. Mr. Ayers.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm certainly very pleased to be here with you during this hooding ceremony. I can tell you it's been a while since I attended a hooding ceremony. This one has the best energy of anyone I can imagine. You did a very good job, and it's an excellent ceremony. It is my pleasure to be perhaps the first one to welcome you to the Ohio State Law Alumni Association. It is an organization that I would like for each of you to participate in throughout your career. If you think about the kinds of experiences you've had here at law school, the truth of the matter is many, many great experiences lie ahead, and we would like to enjoy them together. And as you sit here today about ready to embark on the futures that you have, I'd like to encourage you to do a few things. The first, just sit for a moment and think about the friends that you've developed while you've been at law school and how close you are and the support that you got from those friendships. And then commit yourself that 5 and 10 and 20 years down the road, you'll maintain those friendships. You'll still have them. Devote yourself to not only maintaining them, but strengthening them. The kind of support that many of the people have spoken about today, you'll need in the future. And it's the friends that sit around you that can provide that kind of support. I'd like to also encourage you to stay engaged with this fine law school. We have many activities, and you'll blink, and all of a sudden it will be reunion time. Believe it or not, it comes very quickly. Stay engaged by attending those functions, attending those activities. I can tell you, we need your energy and enthusiasm. Everything that's been demonstrated today, we want as a part of our alumni association. And then finally, let me encourage you that as you embark on your professional career, think about the little opportunities that you're going to have to stay engaged and to become friends with other alumni. You'll be traveling through a city someday on a way to a meeting or a trial or a hearing, and you'll have an opportunity to say, I want to stop away for dinner here. Think about calling a Buckeye. Find a local Ohio State grad and reach out to them, contact them, ask for give them a dinner invite, ask for a recommendation. Perhaps when you need a conference room in a city you've never been to, Call a Buckeye first. It's really amazing if you follow a path of trying to maintain and strengthen the personal relationships that you have right now, if you look for opportunities to remain engaged with this tremendous law school that we have, and if you look for what seems right now, as you sit here today, trivial opportunities perhaps, to reach out to other alumni, something very, very wonderful will happen to all of us. We'll strengthen the fabric of our alumni association. And that's what we want to do. Because ultimately, when we strengthen the fabric of our alumni association, we strengthen our law school. And it is our law school. So I'd like to say, once again, congratulations to everyone here today as graduates. Congratulations to the spouses and the family and the friends who have supported you throughout your 3 years. And we wish you the very best success in the future, and we look forward to seeing you at our alumni events. Take care.
Please join me in singing Carmen, Ohio. The words are printed in the hooding program on page 4.
Graduates, would you please remain standing? And everyone else, please be seated. And please remain seated until the graduates have recessed. I know friends and family are very eager to congratulate, but please stay in your seats until all the graduates have passed outside. Then will all of you please join us for light refreshments back at the law school. Graduates, lawyers, graduation from law school represents the culmination of decades of hard work and sacrifice, and few, if any, can travel that path on their own. I know that these graduates are very grateful to the family and supporters, and I know you are very, very proud of them. And this applies equally to our LLM graduates who came literally from all over the world to study, and whose supporting family and friends in many cases are a little too far away to make it. And yet some of them are here, and I've had the pleasure of meeting them. Others are here with us in spirit. So, as we turn to the end, class of 2015, you came to us as students, you leave us as lawyers. But of course, you do not really leave us or each other, as you remain a part of our Moritz community. Now, more than ever, go confidently in the direction of your dreams. In the traditional advice from the dean, do well and do good, but for today, just celebrate. Now, the turning of the tassels ceremony, this is a short ceremony, Would the graduates please move your tassels to the other side of your caps? Congratulations. This concludes our ceremony, and as I said, we all look forward to welcoming you to the law school for refreshments in just a moment. Thank you.